So welcome back to the second part of part 3, which may be part 4 depending on how I decide to post this on YouTube. But we've been through looking at how we run a single back test. I just want to touch briefly on how we go about optimizing an EA, which is more about testing it under different environments. Now imagine you were trying to work out what percentage at risk you wanted to risk. You could clearly run it at 0.5 and then try it again at 1 and try it again at 1.5 or whatever you wanted to do. But you can automate that, and it's called optimization. And by clicking on the optimization box and then going into expert properties and then clicking one of these variables, we can say, okay, what I want to do is optimize it. I'm going to start at risking, let's say 1% per trade. Let's say 0.5 because we've done that before. 0.5. I'm going to go up in steps of 0.5 and then I'm going to stop at risking 5% per trade. Now to be very clear, this is per trade and 4 trades are open each time. So if I run this at 5%, that's risking 20% of the account every time it runs. That is going to wipe you out. So now what I'm going to do is to optimize this. Now you can't optimize in visual mode, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do simply to speed this up a little bit is I'm only going to test it for 2 years of data because we're testing it multiple times. So I'm now going to click start and we now get 2 extra tabs, the optimization results and the optimization graph. This will be where each of the backtesting runs appears, and you can see the first test has produced that amount of profit based on a setting of 0.5, and on the graph what you'll see here, this is the first run, this is the second one. Now you can imagine what we're going to see is as we risk more and more and more, whilst the system's profitable, we're going to get higher and higher results, but there will come a point when we've risked so much that a run of losers has wiped us out, and this is what we'll see as we go forward. So you can see that each time we run this, what we're getting is the actual numerical results there based on the settings that are being changed. Let's just watch what happens. And all of a sudden we've made less money, presumably because what happened was during a losing streak we got a very small account balance. Now looking at this, if we hover over this point here, this says that the optimum for these 2 years backtesting was risking 3% per trade. Now this is absolutely not suggesting that you should set this to 3%, simply because by doing so 4 trades at a time, that means you're risking 12% of your account on each trade. And it doesn't take a very long run of losers to wipe you out on that basis. But you might decide that actually risking 1% down here is more comfortable because there's plenty of room historically, and you'd want to test this on more than just 2 years of data, but it gives you an idea of back testing, optimizing. And again, you can do multiple things, so you could also select the hours you wanted it to close or something like that. And do that back testing, the optimization. So simply put, that's how you go about back testing. Always check the journal, because this is where you'll get any error messages that come up. The most common one when you start to back test is something to do with poor quality data. So make sure, and it probably means you need to go back and reload that data. The report tab will tell you the profitability of the last single run you did, and the 2 optimization graphs tell you about the optimization that you did. Give it a go, give it a play. You should get, for a single run, something that looks a bit like this. If it doesn't look like this, go back and check your data. That is a very, very swift introduction to backtesting and optimization. Thank you for watching.